Hello everybody, this is Highties, and today I wanted to make a video on a rumored game called Fallout New Orleans. Now it's being handled, or possibly being handled, by Obsidian Entertainment. This would be their sequel. Well, sort of like a sequel. They could go a different route and not include the NCR, which I see happening, considering Louisiana is kind of far away from California or Arizona. But you said it like 50 years into the future, maybe. You could possibly get NCR. It's trying to settle in New Orleans, trying to take it over, which doesn't sound like a bad idea. But most likely, I feel like New Orleans is going to have its own problems with its own factions. I don't really see Brotherhood being in there, but considering this is a Fallout game, I really doubt they wouldn't be included. So, hey, you never know. Might see some Brotherhood members fight an alligator. Now, I wanted to talk about some of the things they can include and some of the things that I think would make New Orleans pretty fun. Now, the first thing, I got three creatures that I would love to see in the game. Maybe four, but I really doubt they would go there. Number one, I would love to see alligators. A few different types of alligators. Make them mutated. Make maybe one type not so mutated. Now, what I mean by that, make it like the original alligator, but have like mutated forms too. Now, all of those forms would be scary to run away from. Very scary. Second creature would be a bat. I would love to see bats included in a Fallout game. They could act as a Cazador type creature. Mutated bats. Number three, snakes. Now, I don't think this is really what's going to happen, considering Fallout New Vegas had a perfect chance to bring snakes into the game, but they didn't do it. At least from what I remember. I don't believe they did. Now, New Orleans kind of has snakes in there. Could include snakes. That would be pretty cool. Another creature that I know is definitely not possible because it would be silly. Squirrels. Come on, it'd be pretty fun to see squirrels run around. Maybe a quest to collect 10 squirrel furs or something. Not trying to promote animal cruelty here, but 10 squirrels running around. Now, the factions, I could easily see the Brotherhood being in there considering it's a Fallout game. I could see a very heavily religious faction being in there. Kind of be, I would maybe actually, I would believe maybe like be something like Children of Adam, but more serious. Another thing that could be included is, I guess it would have to be maybe a type of. Um, I feel like there could be what's the word for it? A freedom fighter type group there. But I feel like Louisiana might have a slavery problem in this future Fallout game, possibly. So that would be pretty cool to have the slavers come back and to have a sort of freedom fighter group. Now, I don't see that happening. I don't even know what the story would be like. I can possibly see, but I really hope they don't go do this. They could add like they. I hope they do weather, but if they do like a natural disaster, like hurricanes, like New Orleans is kind of famous for, that would make sense to add something like that. But it would be pretty chaotic to have a Hurricane Katrina or Hurricane Gustav or whatever it's called, Gustav, into a Fallout game. They've never done natural disasters other than actual nukes. So I don't see that happening, but they would be cool to have like a little part. Maybe it's like a warning system going off, an old ancient system that used to warn people. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. What else? There is many. The reason why I mentioned religion before is because there was many churches and like famous buildings from like the French days and the Spaniards and the British days. So I believe that there could be something really heavily influenced there. You could easily have the Civil War references everywhere. Could have British coats there, mannequins there was like rebels and all that, Confederates. Well, not okay, not just I'm sorry, not just Civil War, but also Revolutionary War. Both you can have. Another thing that I can't wait for if they do make this game is jazz. The music would be heavily on jazz because New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz. It could take so many artists and just no, it's going to cost a lot of money if they do this, but they can make the music perfect in New Orleans. Now, I hope there's like boat rides in the game, canoes, stuff like that, because going down the Mississippi River, going down certain places, it would be pretty awesome. Certain lakes. Now, why there would be this humongous religion group would probably be because after all these generations, people following. There was people from the Great War following these churches and creating their own religions. Now, I really hope they don't make religion a really big point in Fallout New Orleans, which I really doubt they will because, eh, but if they do, then there is a lot they can work with. Same thing with the slavery and freedom fighters. Could make jazz a big thing in the game. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I think Fallout New Orleans could be really special. I think the boat rides, if they do it right, can be really awesome. I don't see cars coming into this game. I don't need to. I didn't need to mention cars, but yeah, I think the game could be really good if they do it right. If they stay true to the culture and to the many, many things that make New Orleans a special city. Now, of course, they can have a whole naval section because they're one of the biggest ports out there. So I feel like there should have a port in the game, and I feel like there should actually be boats. Maybe like dinky repaired boats, but that would be pretty cool to see. Maybe boats like you see in Point Lookout. That's why I mentioned like boat rides and stuff like that. Maybe there will be pirates. Nah, but New Orleans could do something really special. And that's my thoughts on Fallout New Orleans. Leave what you think could be amazing. Like, tell me what you think would be amazing. Tell me what you would want to see. Tell me the game mechanics you want to see improved or redone. Tell me what type of music you would want in the game. Leave it all in the comments. See you later, guys. It's been a blast. It's been a blast to make this video. Did some research on it. I'll make another video in the future.